me.
What's up, Internet? Corey Zamir here, back with another, not really quite the weekend yet, adventure in video game hunting. Going to be throwing this onto the weekend adventure, though. Doing a little bit of shopping during the week, trying to get some Christmas shopping squared away, stopping at a few Goodwills, some pawn shops, you know, wherever. Some game exchanges, see what we can do. Did pick up a factory sealed, I believe. Has the seam down the back. The Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror for the Game Boy Color. $3. I almost passed it by just because I'm not a fan of The Simpsons and I'm not really looking to collect sealed games for Game Boy Color, but I might actually just open it. Maybe I'll play it. You know, whatever. On to the next place.
There you go. There's a couple more right here. And a controller. Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah?
Let's see.
So, I ran to the car like a little panicked, just because they fucking, like, piled everything in here in such a terrible way. And, like, none of these boxes are in the best condition to begin with, but just tossing them in a fucking bag and saying bye is not the best way to handle it, I guess. I guess the gems here would be the Super Mario All-Stars, the $2 Donkey Kong, finally getting F-Zero, and for a decent price since I almost picked it up at Game Exchange today for like $6.99 or $6.95. $2 for the Magical Quest Mickey Mouse. I used to love this game. My friend up the street had it as a kid, and it was a lot of fun. Wheel of Fortune boxed, Mickey Mania. I think I already have that one, but I wasn't sure, so I picked it up because for this one was actually $3, but I think they actually rang it up at $2 because he didn't really check everything. I think he just assumed everything was marked the same. Battle cars and a Super Mario World with too many stickers on it for it to be logical. Like, come on, this shit just came in. Jurassic Park boxed, Frogger, and of course down at the very bottom is F-Zero, which you can't really see. I need to get home. Holy shit. I didn't even really film this part, like you probably got a little bit of it there, but I was totally not expecting to find anything at this Goodwill. This Goodwill has been gold for me in the past. I'm definitely going to be going in cameras blazing every single time from now on. This is where I found the Pokemon Crystal. There's no reason I should have went in unprepared. And now we're finally at the actual weekend. About to head into a Savers, hit the Goodwill, hang out at the flea market, and then I'm actually going to go up to a store that is run by one of my subscribers. Let's get to it. Oh, hello Internet. Thank you for joining me. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa. However that works. Whatever you celebrate, happy that to you. As you saw, we started this week in, it's weird saying weekend adventure and video game hunting when I started on like Wednesday because I had a day off. I went to some Goodwills, some GameStop, game exchanges. Yeah, not GameStops, fuck that. You don't find deals at the GameStops usually unless there's a sale. I did find a few things at Goodwills though. The first one I found, and you saw it a little bit earlier, was a Game Boy Color game, The Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror. I'm not a Simpsons fan, I barely picked it up. Actually trying to get rid of it on eBay just because I don't collect sealed games, and this is sealed. And it's actually in pretty good condition. It's not completely bent in like a whole bunch of Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games do get when they have the cardboard box. Next, you probably saw a clip of me walking into a Goodwill and being completely unprepared to film because I didn't think I was going to find anything. And I found a shit ton of Super Nintendo games, some with the box, some of them complete. Let's take a look at the ones that I got that were loose first. Very happy to finally have F-Zero. All these had a little bit of sticker residue on them, or some markers. I haven't cleaned that off yet, but I'm working on it. Uniracers. And this one unfortunately has a fucking rental sticker right on the back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that off. I might have to replace it. Almost dropped it. Super Mario World. Battle Cars. This one's kind of interesting. It's like it tries to be Mario Kart, but it's not. It's actually pretty sloppy. Now onto the boxed games. Also not pictured are Donkey Kong Country, which I also received in that lot. You might have seen in the video. There was also Tecmo Super Bowl and Mickey Mania. I don't have those here because I already traded those off to Sam. And spoiler alert, you could already see what I got from Sam. Just look around. Complete game, Frogger. This, I believe, was actually the last game ever published and put out on Super Nintendo. This was like in '97. Wheel of Fortune. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Every time I've ever tried to play a Wheel of Fortune game, whether it's on Super Nintendo or PlayStation, the control on it, a game that could have the simplest fucking controls, is impossible to play. I tried playing this just to see if it worked, and I tried like playing a game. Could not get to a game. It was like in demo mode or something. I could not get to a game to save my life. We also got Jurassic Park. This one is complete. And this game is tough. I remember my friend up the street had this when we were growing up, and I could never actually get to a point where you'd experience like the weird 3D levels. Only he could. I'd always get like absolutely destroyed by velociraptors out in the wild. Another game my friend up the street used to have. This one unfortunately isn't complete. This one is just box and game. And it's The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. This game is a whole shit ton of fun. I think it's actually the best Mickey Mouse game that's on the Super Nintendo.
This next one's by C-Trix.
And last but not least, we got Super Mario All-Stars. Unfortunately, it's player's choice, but I'll hold on to this until I have an upgrade. It did not come with the manual, but I actually have the manual from back when I was a kid, so this is complete. At a completely different Goodwill, it was actually Saturday morning. I did stop by and I picked up a few items and one new Xbox 360 game, Guitar Hero 5. I'm not the biggest Guitar Hero fan, but I do enjoy playing a few songs off of them every once in a while. And this is one of the only ones I don't have. I don't have like the band-specific ones other than, well, it's Rock Band, but Beatles. But I don't have like Guitar Hero, Aerosmith, or anything like that. I'm not really looking to get those, but this was only $2.50, so when I was there, so I picked it up. Finally have a boxed NES. This is the action set. I was actually surprised because I usually don't see this action set. Let me know in the comments below if this one's a little bit more uncommon, but I'm pretty sure the action set I usually see people have has a different picture on the front. I know they do have variations like what gun they come with, shit like that. I traded this from Sam. It's just the box and the insert. I already have all the items that come inside. I didn't feel like I needed to also trade for another NES, which the NES they had in here actually worked despite the fact that it was like super loose. when we tested it, we were very surprised that it worked. Like, you could put the game in and, like, if you tilt the NES upside down, the game would probably fall out. That's how loose it was, but it still worked. So I hung out with Sam for a bit, hung out with Matt, his son. Smashed his son at a Pokemon battle. He's new. He doesn't know. He doesn't know to respect the power. And then I went up to a store, the Grid Games in Manchester, where I actually used to play Magic the Gathering at. And the owner has started selling video games because he watches my videos. And I think that is the coolest thing ever, actually, that I've changed, potentially ruined a life with my videos. Hopefully it's a change for the better. It looks like he's doing pretty well with it. He's loving it, at least. And I picked up some Dreamcast games, which I was very happy to find there, and one Super Nintendo game that I've been looking for a very long time. So let's take a look at these Dreamcast games first. First one I got was Arrow Wings, and Centipede, Zombie Revenge, and Resident Evil 2 on the Dreamcast. Very happy to have those. Those are going to help me complete my Dreamcast collection. Very slowly plotting towards that. I'm not even trying to, like... it's something I want to do in the back of my mind, but I'm not, like, sinking tons of money into getting Dreamcast games for the sake of completing this collection. And the pride of this week for me, my very favorite, I'm actually considering playing it right now instead of doing these Let's Play Something videos. But it's Super Mario RPG. I loved the hell out of this game when I was a kid. I never owned it myself. My friend up the street did. I watched him play a lot of it. I believe I borrowed it or I rented it at some point, and I played a lot of it when I rented it. And it's finally mine. Finally. It's a little weird. Now it's time for me to record some Let's Play Something videos for you to be entertained every day this week at 7 a.m. These videos this week, the games I should say, have been handpicked by my fiance. I told her to pick out 5 PlayStation games, and those are the ones I was going to play. Now, I might actually switch it up on one of them, just because it's going to be Christmas on Wednesday, and I got to look through my collection, see if I have anything that's Christmas themed. Off the top of my head, I don't fucking know. I can't think of anything that's specifically like, hey, this is Christmas, this has Santa on it, this has, Frosty, I don't know. But we'll take a look. Otherwise, you'll see all 5 games that she picked. And be sure to check that out every morning to entertain you, because I'm terrible at games. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Go check out Sam's booth if you have the chance this weekend. I might be there. Nope. You're going to be seeing this later. I'm forgetting that you're seeing this on Sunday. Probably after the booth is closed. But I'm there every weekend at some point. If you want to hang out, come see the great games that I get from Sam. Maybe you'll be able to get some of the games that I would have wanted to get. Catch me slipping. Also go up to Manchester, check out the Grid Games. They just opened up the video game section. You can go in, you can play a game for $2 an hour. Any system. I think the only one they're missing right now is Sega Genesis, but I'm going to try and hook them up. Last but definitely not least, Internet, Merry fucking Christmas to you and yours, and as always, keep it real this holiday season.